Hey everyone, welcome back to MindSpun, your channel for your music fix. I hope you had an amazing weekend, and speaking about the weekend, I want to talk to you about Mr. Kanye West that held his first campaign presidential rally in South Carolina, and well, it went just as you would expect. It was bizarre, to be honest, and he rambled about a lot of things in his speech that are probably not going to help him in the long run, but we will see. Nothing surprises me anymore in this world, especially in 2020. But anyways, he held his first presidential campaign rally at the X-Keys Event Center in North Charleston, South Carolina this past Sunday. The event lasted an hour with Kanye explaining his policy positions, or at least trying to, in the midst of his rambling. The event started at about 5 p.m. local time, with Kanye sporting what you would expect from the next president of the United States. Sarcasm alert, just so you know, because he was wearing a bulletproof vest with the word security and with his head shaved to say 2020. So, right from the beginning, you could tell that the event was not well thought out, since there was no mic or podium for him to be able to speak, and he had to shout during his speech, which his words were sometimes drowned out by rude or sarcastic comments by the audience, which you will see why in a minute. During the event, Kanye invited people to the stage to share issues that were important to them. He would use their opinion as a jumping off point to share his own stances. And oh boy, did he share his opinion. For example, a young woman accused social media of brainwashing children, which could be true. Kanye then launched into a rant about how prescription drugs were also altering society's perception of reality. He also commented on how much IQ he has, an IQ of 132, by the way, and how he had to go to the hospital because his brain was too big for his skull. And why mention that, Kanye? But anyways, we're just starting off, I promise. So let's continue. Later on during his speech, Kanye rallied against black iconography used by white organizations, specifically citing Harriet Tubman as an example, saying she didn't free the slaves, she had them go work for other white people. Now, this is another pretty crazy statement, but let's reserve my opinion for the end, since like I said, it gets crazier. Because in one of the most surreal moments of his rally, Kanye revealed that he initially wanted his wife, Kim Kardashian, to get an abortion prior to the birth of their first child. While crying, Kanye said that thanks to a vision of God, he didn't allow his first child to be murdered. And after that, a young woman took to the stage to challenge Kanye on his views of abortion. Kanye said that he was not against abortion. Instead, he proposed that every pregnant woman should get $1 million to support their pregnancy from the government, which caused laughter from the audience. And I gotta say, I am not shocked at the reaction, but let's carry on with what happened during the rally. So later on during his speech, Kanye threatened to cease his relationship with the brands Adidas and Gap, unless the companies put him on the board. He also encouraged his followers to stop watching porn and spoke a little bit about his stance on marijuana, which he said if elected it would be legal and free. And when the rally was about to end, the atmosphere turned a bit controversial. Well, more controversial, when a rally goer challenged Kanye's interpretation of the Bible, which, if we are honest, that subject is almost always controversial in a political setting. But anyways, after allowing a few more people to share their opinions, Kanye exited the stage to a mixture of cheers and boos, positive and negative reactions. So these are some of the most important points that happened at Kanye's rally in North Charleston. Now, just so you know, this event took place one day ahead of the deadline to be able to get on the state's ballot, which Kanye would need 10,000 signatures to do so. Right now, Kanye is only on the ballot in one state, which is Oklahoma, and the filling deadline for multiple other states has already passed. So if Americans want to vote for him, they would have to put him as a write-in candidate. So we will see in the future if America does approve of Kanye, but from what I have seen, there are mixed reactions and more negative than positive, but I personally, when I first heard about Kanye wanting to run for president, I did laugh and thought, what the hell? Then he held this rally yesterday, and unlike most people, laughed again with his speech, since it is so off the wall and incoherent. But then I saw an Instagram story by Randy Blythe, frontman for the American metal band Lamb of God, who I admire a lot. In case you don't know who they are, be sure to check them out. And Randy mentions that we as people tend to point and laugh at the rich and famous for going off the rails in public, but never do we actually worry for real about their mental health. For example, some of his close friends and family members fear he is currently going through a bipolar episode. I mean, Kanye has always been in the public eye for the same thing, but like Randy said, no one calls him out on his craziness, since he is rich and famous. We just love to watch train wrecks in this terrible society, and it's like, okay man, just run for president, do your thing, and we will just laugh from far away instead of helping you out with your mental issues. I don't think this will change soon, honestly, and he will probably continue to do his presidential campaign shenanigans like it has happened in the past, and the media will continue to share his story, and I just hope this doesn't end terribly wrong, like Kanye actually somehow becoming president of the United States. But let's keep our fingers crossed and hope that someone capable can be in that position. But like always, we hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please help us out with a thumbs up, subscribe for more content, and let us know in the comment section how you feel about Kanye's rally, him running for president, if you're excited about his new upcoming album, which I personally am, despite him running for president and his political stances. And once the album is out, we will do a review for sure this here on the channel, so be on the lookout for that, and we will see you all in the next episode. Stay safe, everyone.